My name is Shia Ting. I'm Atomy UK Sharon Rose Master. I consider myself to have a very comfortable childhood because my parents, they did work very hard to supply our basic needs. And I'm very blessed to have good parents that always guide me and support me in all the decisions I want to have in my life. So when I graduated from high school, I decided to go to Singapore to pursue my degree in occupational therapy. And I have been working there for a few years. And after that, I decided to explore more about my life. I came to the UK to do my master degree in occupational therapy. All this decision wasn't easy for my parents to take in because I have to be far away from them. However, they still support my decision to pursue the better lifestyle that I want to have now.
Why did you choose occupational therapy?
When I was about 18 years old, I did suffer from a slip disc. At that time, I suffered from back pain and I have to receive therapy even during my high school time. And that was my exploration about this career. And I thought it's a very meaningful career that I could help people in the future. So when opportunity arose in Singapore, I applied for this course and I managed to get admitted to this degree course as well, which I did enjoy. This is a very stable job that could supply my needs in my life. Before I came to UK, I was living in Singapore. After I completed my degree, I worked there for about 2 to 3 years time, and I still want to have a change, and I moved further outside the comfort zone to come to UK to pursue my master degree. So it's a new experience to me because I come from Malaysia. Even the weather was very new to me, so it took me some time to get used to the weather, the culture. But I feel blessed that when I come here, I get a good community that welcome me. And I remember my thought is always want to achieve a better life, better lifestyle, more comfortable in my life. However, when I reflect in my past, after moving from country to country, my life probably still been the same if I still work under an employee system. And even if I had a master degree in occupational therapy, I worked for 6 years time in the healthcare system in the UK, I realized that my life hasn't changed too much, meaning that I still rely on my salary to just make my ends meet. I could still just barely survive my life, and I couldn't really give my family a better life that I always desired to give them. So I decided maybe there's something else that I need to change in my life that I can continue to support them and give them fully what they want and what I want in my life.
And what about those moments where you really feel homesick?
When I really feel homesick, of course, I call home. And I have to be honest, I did cry sometimes when I miss home, miss the food, miss my family's presence, miss my comfort zone, basically. But with the thought of having a better life over here, I overcome everything by just focusing on the things that I can do. To focus on what I can do now, but not to focus on the problem that I have over here.
What would you define as a better life?
So at that time, I thought a better life would be that I can have freedom. Basically, I can choose the life that I want to do, have freedom of time as well. But at that time, with my limited resources, working under employee system, I am limited in my thought of better life. I always think having a better income and having be able to provide for my family would be a better life. But I realized that I do miss the time that I can spend with my family as well. I'm still limited by the system. When there's COVID time in 2020, it was a challenging time for me. I know my job is never be at risk because I work in a hospital, but I remember it was also a challenging time for me because I have to be working more flexibly according to the hospital needs. And it wasn't a very easy time for me to continue that journey as well, because when I'm far from family and all this situation happened, the uncertainty, I made my decision that I really do not want to continue this lifestyle until I'm retirement. That's another more than 20 years. It is pretty uncertain for me. So I opened my mind that I want to change. But with my background, I do not have capital to start any business. I do not have any life skill or experience to do any other thing. So at that time, Atomy came to me at the end of year 2020. So my auntie introduced me about Atomy product. She was a consumer in Atomy, Malaysia. And at the same time, she told me that there are many ordinary people become successful in Atomy. So of course, I say yes, because I can be a consumer first. And I tried the product, I really love the product. And what I did well is that I studied about this company. And I spent days, reading about Atomy, watching about the video, and have a deeper understanding about Atomy. That time, I thought, I am also similar to any of the successful leaders. I'm also ordinary background, no resources. So if they can be successful business owner in Atomy, I also stand a chance, right? So I start to study, and the more I read about it, the more excited I am with this company. So I make a decision that I want to start with this journey. So at the end of 2020, I also get to know my mentor who guide me through the journey. And then we start to have meetings, we start to have consultation. And that's when I start to set my goals, my clear goal to be Imperial Master in Atomy. This journey hasn't been smooth all the time, but it has been a very exciting journey for me to learn, even to be a better person. And the more that I delve into Atomy business, the more that I work together with my partners in the field, helping them to reach their goal, I have more than what I wanted in the beginning. What I wanted in the beginning is to change my life, to have financial freedom, to have time freedom. But now I realize being an Atomy leader, I can also help other people to change their life too. That's very fulfillment for me. And that gives me a really sense of reward as well. So if you ask me about why I started Atomy journey, it started very simple, that I want to change my life. But now, as I grow towards my Atomy journey, I am also starting to help my partner to change their life and seeing many leaders arising from their comfort zone as well. They all becoming better and better leaders themselves. So that gives me a sense of fulfillment that I know that all of us, we can achieve our success together. We can see each other at the top.
Has there been any moment in your Atomy journey where you wanted to give up the Atomy business, and why you decided not to?
I can be honest that there isn't any moment that I want to give up Atomy business at all, because I always try to focus on my goal. There are moments that I'm down, that I can feel that I slow down a little bit, but because of consultation with my leaders, I always being reminded my first goal in Atomy, which is my own success. And when I look at my partners who are working hard for their success too, I know as a responsible leader, I cannot give up. And I choose not to as well. And I continue to just focus on my goal, focus on what I can do, rather than my own situation. In Atomy business, there are always up and down, as we know, but as long as we choose to be positive, and the bottom line of how you can choose to be positive is always plugged into the success system. Whenever I slow down and feel a bit down, I always watch Chairman Park Han-gil video. That gives me inspiration. That reminded me that why I want to be successful in Atomy business. And another tips I can share with you, maybe you can agree with me, is that I always think, if I give up today about Atomy business, do I want to go back to my previous life, working in the hospital and having the same complaint 5 years later, 10 years later, or even worse still when I'm retired? I really do not want that to happen to me, and I do not want to regret. I know Atomy is a hope to me and all my partners as well, and I choose to continue to focus on what I can do to achieve success together with my partner. So if you ask me if there's a moment that I want to give up or not, there's no moment I want to give up, but there are moments that I'm low. But when you are low, you can choose to come back again through plugging the system, through communication with your leaders, and find back your inspiration. And always remember your big why in Atomy. Why you choose Atomy in the first place. Why you want to be successful in Atomy. Of course, financial freedom and time freedom is many people want to achieve in Atomy. But why do you need financial freedom? Why do you need time freedom? It's because of your loved one. The love for your family, the love for yourself, the love for your future. So if you always remember your big why, you will always find back your motivation. So I hope you can also do the same. Always find back your big why and your motivation to continue your journey.
Do you consider yourself a good leader?
I think it's only from the feedback from my partner that can answer whether I'm a good leader or not. But I know for sure, very clearly, that I want to be a good leader and always do whatever I need to do to become a good leader and a better leader. So I know that I'm always the one who takes the challenge first. I'm always the one who say yes to all the tasks given to me. And also I'm the first one who choose to be positive in all the situation that comes to me. So in Atomy journey, there's always ups and downs. I'm sure if you are in Atomy business journey with me, you will realize it's not 100% smooth journey. However, positivity is a choice. It's a choice that I make to make my success in Atomy. So one example I can give you is I do have experience, probably very unique through all the Atomy leaders, that my previous center was burnt. When the day that I come back from my Atomy Korea Success Tour, can you imagine? I was so inspired by the success of the Imperial Master ceremony. And the first moment I came back to UK, I realized that my center was burnt. Yeah, so I couldn't continue my business at that time in my previous center. But I choose to be positive because I know that Imperial Master destination is what I have already chose for myself and also for my partners in Atomy. So I quickly dealt with my emotion. I dealt with my emotion as fast as I can, recover from being sad, being disappointed, and I choose to do whatever I need to do to relaunch the education center. So now we have a better location. We have met many new partners around the area, and now we have many more meaningful activities to help my partner to grow the business. So positivity is a choice that I have realized through my journey. So I also want to encourage all partners to be positive, to always stay motivated through the system. The more people I met, the more personality that I've met in my journey. But what I learned is that we need to be able to share a vision of Atomy. And before that, we have to deeply understand the vision of Atomy as well. So number one is I have to plug into the success system. Always learn about the vision from chairman, and then I have a deep understanding, then I will be able to share to my partner. And of course, after understanding the vision, we must share confidently to all the partners and people around me about Atomy vision. And secondly, which I deeply agree from our chairman, is serve in humility. So even if I'm lacking in terms of my skill, my ability, but as much as I choose to serve in humility, work together with the partner that even have better ability than me, they will feel my genuine help to them. And genuinely, I want them to be successful. And with this, we can work together for our mutual success together. So I certainly feel and I certainly agree that with leadership, we can always learn. And the bottom line is we must have a very positive mindset and a very positive attitude to be in a good leadership role.
If you could give an advice to yourself in 2020, what would it be?
So in year 2020, my advice for myself is continue with the decision that I made, that choose Atomy, and I can have a balanced mind for my future.